From Studio One in New York, it's Katie.
Here, I bet you've heard that song once or twice before. Of course, it is the theme song from the movie Titanic. My Heart Will Go On went on to sell over 15 million copies. That's right. And what's more incredible is how many takes it took Celine Dion to belt that tune out. You'll be shocked when you hear how that recording went down a little bit later in the show. We have got an exclusive hour today with Celine Dion on her much anticipated CD, Water and a Flame. We spent the day together at the Palms recording studio in Las Vegas, catching up on her music, her family, and some of the most important people in her life, her fans.
I brought my Sharpie in case I need it.
It's going to be a fun day.
I know that you have such an incredible connection with your fans, and to say they're devoted is a massive understatement, I think. I would say maybe rabid is a more accurate word. What is it, do you think, that makes them so loyal and so there for you year after year after year?
I think, without sounding pretentious, saying that, because it can be pretentious, it can be a weird question, like, why do you think they love you so much? Well, because, you know. Why wouldn't they? Right? It can be weird to answer that. I think I was fortunate enough through my whole life to have received wonderful songs. Yes, it's important. Because once everything is done and said, at the end of the day, it's about songs, and I say it on stage. I have decided a long time ago that I wanted to be an open book. It's been against me pretty much at the beginning of my career that I've talked too much. I shouldn't be that personal.
You should have an air of mystery, perhaps.
Yeah, you know, like you should keep your private life private. But then helicopters fly about your house and they take pictures of you in your pool. So I'm like, I better talk about that, you know? So it's like, at the end of the day, that open book has been a positive thing for me.
What is the most moving experience, Celine, you've had with a fan?
There's many. It's like, which song do you prefer? What is your... It's too difficult to say just one thing. But today, now, in this studio, the first thing that pops, it's not necessarily a happy one, but it's reality. Not everything is fun. Not everything is positive. But it's part of everybody's life. And I have helped say goodbye to a lot of people. When the parents called me and say, my daughter or my son's last wish is to talk to you. Would you please? For that mom or dad to ask me, to trust me, to kind of hold the hand in a distance to their most precious thing, it's more than a trust. It's more than a song. And they call me not too long after, most of the time, and say, thank you, she's gone. It's hard, and I've met a lot of sick people before my shows. I wish I could meet a lot more people. I don't, because I would have no time to sing. But I meet a lot of people before my show, in terminal phases. And I do my best. Selfishly, I take it. I take it. It makes me very strong, and that's why I'm not scared. I'm not scared to lose my voice, because I won't lose my strength.
Wow, that's pretty extraordinary. Let's talk about your family. I can't imagine what it was like being one of 14 kids, by the way. Your poor mom, bless her heart. Wow, honestly.
Yeah.
How did she do that?
I don't know how she did it, but I'm very fortunate that we spent a lot of time together, and she is with my kids. And for me, every day when I look and I see her and the twins with her, and I'm saying to myself, you don't know, kids, how fortunate you are. But I do know. My parents, we never had money. And we never felt like we never had money. That is right there is brilliant. And everything that we were, she did it, obviously, was passed on to the other one. So can you imagine how I looked?
Hand me down, hand me down, hand me down 14 times.
Yeah, so why do you think I like clothing and shoes and jewelry?
That explains it.
Exactly. Wow. I don't know how she did it, but we, you know what? We never had money, but we were never poor. I think they gave us the essentials. The love, the affection, the attention. Music was part of the whole family. And if you talk to her, she doesn't think she's strong. She thinks that this is what needs to be done, and you need to figure it out, and that's about it. Or you die. What, really? It's minus 40 degrees. What do you do? Keep putting wood in that stove and keep the kids together. They did both an amazing job. We're the whole family is very healthy.
And very close still?
Very, very close. Yeah.
When you were little, Celine, I know that they used to put you on the kitchen table and have you sing Janis Joplin, right?
Yeah. Whatever songs that my family was singing, I was just singing. But they were my first audience. And you know, it's pretty fascinating because people thought that through my life, I started at the bottom and I just went up step by step, and right now it's like I'm on top of my gig or something like that. And for me, it's totally the opposite. I really, and I still feel this way, that I started my life, my head in the clouds, dreaming about it. I mean, an international career and singing with Michael Jackson and singing in English as well, because I was not speaking English at all. And I really feel today that it's the opposite. I started right there dreaming about everything and coming down the steps one at a time with people reassuring me that, you know, whatever you see out there, whatever you hear, this is not reality. Show business is wonderful. We have a good time. And when it's over, the adrenaline is so high. It's like a drug. You have to be able, you surround yourself with the right people. And that's why I think those people who are my mom and dad, my sisters and brothers, Renee, and the people he has chosen through the years, they took me up this ladder. They gave me a helping hand to bring me back down and say, Celine, what you saw and what you did was wonderful. Good job. Now let's go home. We're not partying. Everybody's going to say yes to everything you want. And that's what happens. You lose yourself.
Is that what you think happens to so many celebrities?
Yes.
Who
Yes.
just...
It's unfortunate. I never wanted to be part of show business. I want to do my job because I love what I do very much, but I don't want to be part of it. When I go to bed at night, I'm honest, I'm sorry to say, it might take me a few hours to not hear their applause anymore, not see what happened that night before the show or after or during. But when I come home, there's something that takes over that powerful thing. The laughs of my children, the love of my husband, the messages from my best friends and my family. You have to have that here. And you wonder what happened. Did they have, you have to have a foundation. That's the main thing.
Are there ever times, though, in your show that you think, oh, my God, I can't believe I have to sing
yes,
that
for
song
sure.
again?
Yeah, no, for sure. Yes. Many times, just before the curtain opens or the song starts, I'm like, oh, no. And then it starts, and then either they go, or they're like this. That's what or I'm from I'm from here, or it's my birthday, thank you, or whatever they say. I'm trying to sing to not fall and to read. I'm from Oklahoma or something. I'm like, it's my birthday. I'm 45 years old too. I'm like, me too. I have twins. I'm like, oh, great. Something, I don't know. So, and don't fall into the pit, you know. They make you forget. And I thank you for it, because honestly, they make you forget that you've been singing it for so long, so many times. And just before it starts, you don't want to sing it. And because of their reaction, and then you look at them and you say, did they lose someone? And that someone was their favorite song? Did they just got married and they used my song? They know my story. I don't know theirs. And that's why I keep doing it.